Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished pretty much every mission that is not the Fault Warrens that seemed doable. I do probably want to retry Zernitra one more time just to get a measurement, except it's too far out of the way and I haven't really gained much power at all since last time I tried. So what makes the most sense to do right now is to go to the Fault Warrens and see how much of that I can fill out. If I land at the 3-ton berry fight again, I'll just try it. I can maybe get that done? Kill speed was more the issue with 1-ton berry than survival, though survival was a thing. But if I kill fast enough, then survival's less of an issue. Eastern Tors, that's where I am. Middle of nowhere? Gigantor, yeah, that's right, I tried that again and it was just impossible. And also, yeah, I am in the middle of nowhere. Alright, you know what? The closest thing to me is a Zernitra mission, so I am going to try that. Now, before I go there, let's try some things. First of all, what am I looking for? Creature comforts. Now, what do I have to sell? Not that. Gold dust, yeah. Gold nugget, yeah. Sure. I have a lot of money, actually. Okay, Moogle Puppet, sure. Right. Yeah. Hang on. It says... yeah, it can be sold for premium. Someone on Cocoon will enjoy that. Or wherever the buyers of these items are. They are in Cocoon, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Wicked Fang. That's the one I like. I'm gonna do some upgrading. At least I think I am. What am I upgrading? Should I get the main weapon of everybody who's in my party to star? I absolutely should do that. That's gonna be my prime target. You have no multiplier, so let's start with Wicked Fangs. Not doing the numbers I normally do. Oh, it takes a few more to get the bonus up. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so like, 1.5 to 1.75 takes more than the other 3 increments, which is weird. Bonus times 2. I have some, like, fusion reactors or something. Particle accelerators. Oh, I have a lot of those. I should use these up on something that really wants... oh, that's too much, isn't it? How about some perfect conductors? Let's put that amount in. Level 19. Stats are up a bit. Multipliers reset. I don't have a good sense for how many levels goes into one of these things. So if I do 5, 5, 10, and 5... maybe not 10, like 8... 5, 5, 8, and 3? 5, 5, 8, and 3 worked. I wanna... see, I say categorize, but then... Did I... okay, I wrote a bunch of stuff about... money efficiency. None of it was with a paladin. No, my notes don't really tell me. I was gonna see if, like, what's the most money-efficient thing to buy to put into this. I should really just, like, dump all the junk that I have here into it. Let's see, how are Seath Tears? Not worth much. Okay, so these icons are, like, sharp shards of things. These are screws. The screws are generally worth more. So yeah, animal parts to get multiplier up, screws to actually dump in the experience. In terms of screws that I have a lot of, there aren't very many. Let's put like 2 particle accelerators into this? Really? That doesn't feel right. But if I don't, then where's my experience coming from? Well, okay. If that's how you want to play it... let's see, so I'm gonna try this one more time. Is Lenora's garage the one that I want? Yeah, probably. Okay. So, turbojet, piezoelectric element, perfect conductor, paraffin oil, amplifier, silicone oil, crankshaft, ring joint, etc. So of those, what's the highest value? Perfect conductor is 1600. A lot of these are 840. Fiber optic, ring joint, crankshaft, turbo... Alright. I need a memory aid here. 840. Fiber optic cable. Oh, this is going to take a bit. Ring joint, crankshaft. See, I should do this now and, like, just have the list forever. Piezoelectric element, turbojet. So then 320, paraffin oil. There are some other 320s. Radial bearing. Epicyclic gear. Liquid crystal lens. Those are all the 320s. Okay. 520, amplifier. Any other 520s? No. 200, polymer emulsion. Instead of going in a random order, I should go top to bottom. There are no other 200s. 460, ferroelectric film. .280, insulated cabling. 660, ceramic armor. Did I put passive detector on my thing? I did not. That's an 840. Okay. Liquid crystal lens, I was like, bearing 430, bomb fragment. That goes here, that goes here, that goes here. Okay, so I was at bomb fragment, ring giant, 1600, perfect conductor. Amplifier, 520, got it. Silicone oil, 660. Alongside the ceramic armor. Okay. Then also, let's see, this is for transformational catalysts and stuff. None of these are worth, like, anything as far as big points go, right? Rivaling composite armors and strength. Wait, hang on, I need to go back to Lenora's garage. And make sure I have at least one of everything. Okay, so then, value for Paladin. Value for Paladin. Okay, now, polymer emulsion, 112. Ferroelectric film, what did that cost? 460. This is worth 260. This is times 2, so cut those in half, but if they're all times 2, then I'm just looking at their relative values to each other, so it doesn't matter. Insulated cabling, 150. So that's actually 75. Superconductor, 960. Wait, superconductor is what now? not listed as part of this, but I just bought one. I don't have your price. Alright, well, I'll list this value, 960. Transparent ooze, 56. Transparent ooze is a monster part. Armored shell, yeah, I just bought those for other stuff. Perfect conductor, 1718. Okay. So, piezoelectric element is 744. Turbojet is 508. Those two are the same price, so therefore piezoelectric element is a better choice. Okay, unlisted. So somewhere here I have paraffin oil. There it is. 152. Radial bearing. Is passive detector on here? It is. That costs 840 and it gives 450, which is not a good deal. So that's not the one that I will be using. Okay, things I'm looking for. Radial bearing, epicyclic gear, liquid crystal lens. Radial bearing. 146. Same price as paraffin oil, which is worth slightly more. Epicyclic gear. 152. Equal in price and value to paraffin oil. Liquid crystal lens, 160, slightly better. So that appears to be the best of the 320s. Bomb fragment, 184. That costs 430 instead of 340, so like a third more, and is worth less than a third more in points. Amplifier. There you are. 244. I'd have to run the calculation, but I can see ferroelectric film is worth more but costs less. Ceramic armor. 328. Silicone oil is worth 338. Fiber optic cable. Where do I find that? I'm going to categorize. I know I have some, right? I should have some. There we go. That's worth 518. Where are you at in my list? That's an 840. Ring joint. Worth 498. Crankshaft. Worth 516. Okay, so that is a listing of the point values of everything that is in the... Oh, except point values, yes, but I don't know what a superconductor costs. I know I had just bought one. Lenara's Garage. Superconductor costs 840. Superconductor might be the best value. Okay, right, so I'll look for the ones that give more points than the... like, more than 1 point per gil. Perfect Conductor is 1718 points for 1600 gil. Superconductor is 960 points for 840 gil. That's better. Anything else that's a better than 1-to-1 ratio? No, those are my best. The more expensive they go, the better the value for gil appears to be. Okay, so I want superconductors specifically for this. How many? I don't know, 30? Now, the relative values change per type of item I'm upgrading, right? I looked at 2 different ones, and this calculation did not transfer from one to the other, I seem to recall. Paladin. Alright, superconductors. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna give you enough to get to level, like, 24. Okay, that's... Yeah, that's about the right number for what I'm trying to do. It did get to star. I don't know when that happened. 80 to 88. What's one level worth? If one level is worth 2... Somehow I want to say, like, it's 24 and then star is the 25th. So I don't think I wasted too much there, maybe. Anyway, Mastered Paladin, Scarletite. What would that do? That would transform it. Okay, so now I need to save. Oh boy, this is complicated. It involves going through some cumbersome menus. That's okay. Gonna save here. What happens if I transform the Paladin? Scarletite is the only thing that can do anything. Type modified. Winged Saint. Improved Guard 2. Oh! And that's Winged Saint level 16. Cool. So the stats stayed the same. It went to level 16. Alright, transforming that was very good. Okay, do I buy 99 superconductors? And let's just see if the values appear to be the same. Ferroelectric film, sure, so half that. Ferroelectric film previously was a lot more. No, the values are different. Let's get it back to 2 times multiplier, just so I don't have to do that divide by 2 in my head. It's just enough effort not to be free. Yeah. So it's like 4484 or something. Like it's twice as much between 1.5 and 1.75 as everything else. Yeah, so 152 now. Okay, so relative values have changed. So that was with Paladin. With, what's this called? Winged Saint. You know what? Maybe today is just doing this and then seeing if I can use these new upgrades to kill a Zernitra. I'll do the same for Vanille and Saz's weapons. Alright, so, ferroelectric film, no, let's go in an order. Polymer emulsion, 64. And this is at ×2. That's a worse ratio than it was. Insulated cable. Ling. 94. So maybe this just gets harder to upgrade than the Paladin was. Paraffin oil. Where are you? 96. Radial bearing. 92. Relatively that's about the same. It's like 65% of what it was. Epicyclic gear, I predict, is going to be 96. It's 94. I was off by a bit. Liquid crystal lens, that'll be around 97, 98. 100. Okay. Bomb fragment. 122. Ferroelectric film. Did I already do that? No? I don't think so. Where is it? Here. 152. Yeah, I looked at it but didn't record it. Amplifier. 162. Ceramic armor. 228. Silicone oil. 236. Passive detector. 300. Yeah, so that was 450 before. So it lost, it's now 5/8 of what the value was. Wait, no. 4/7. 4/7 of what the value was. Fiber optic cable. Fiber optic cable. It's up here, isn't it? Yeah. 344. Ring joint. So I guess the question is, are these ratios the same? They're at least very, very similar. So since the absolute values don't matter so much, superconductor will still be the best value for money, right? Crankshaft. 344. Piezoelectric element. 496. Yeah, it's about 4/7. Turbojet, 508. Or sorry, it was 508. It is now going to be less. Like 320 or something. Turbojet. 338. Superconductor was 960. So now it'll be like 540 or something. Oh, I don't have any left. I used them all. Perfect conductor was 1718. You are somewhere there. Is now 1074. Okay, yeah, these ratios appear to be the same. So I will simply buy 99 superconductors and pump them into that thing, right? How much is that gonna cost? If I did it... with the amount of money I have, that's fine. Question is, does this go to level 24 like the other one did? Superconductor. So, okay, let's calculate this then. I can't exactly because the experience amount increases. Let's calculate the amount that it would be if it did not increase. So 6080 times, that's 8 more levels, minus 3670, which is already in it. Whoops. Times 8 minus 3670 gives me 44,970, and if these are worth 640 each, it wants 70 of them. And that won't even be enough. Let's try it. Okay, that did pretty much exactly what I expected. Ooh, look at those stats go. He's like 1.5 times as effective now. Cool. Okay, so a little more. That's okay. Wicked Fangs cost almost nothing. 4, 4, 8, 4. So Paladin accepted points more readily than Winged Saint does, but Winged Saint accepts experience bonuses more readily than the Paladin did. Alright, so 7704. Let's just do that times 2. 5408 divided by 640. Yeah, this value doesn't increase as it goes up in level or anything, so you want 24 more of those, in theory. 25! So that's not a star. Fascinating. You could go further. That's as far as I'm going with the Winged Saint. But that's a big upgrade for Snow. Alright, he's quite serious now. Now that's his offensive capabilities. I mean, those are good. Good offense is good defense. For defensive... well, that's accessories. Okay, well I'm doing weapons right now. Saz is using these with the stagger maintenance. Sounds great. I like it. Okay, so let's check again. Do these ratios look about the same? Perfect Conductor, 751. So that accepts those even less than Superconductor, 400. Superconductor for that was 640. Alright, let's run that calculation. So 1074 divided by 640. 1.678125. 751 divided by 400. 1.8775, not the same ratio. Okay. Oh dear. It kind of looks to me like these guns do not want machine parts. Active detector, that's not on my list. I only have passive detector. Yeah, I think these guns want something other than machine parts. Maybe, or maybe they're just really hard to upgrade. Lovely golden chocobo feather, worth 7. Clearly it does something special. Are there any of these that are actually worth a lot of points? Not really. I say looking at a few, but I mean, seems accurate. Okay, so Procyon is just like really expensive to upgrade. Now, it's not at ×2. Wait a second, it's not at ×2. That throws everything off. By a factor of half. I'm out of Wicked Fangs. How about little Sinister ones do? Yes. Wait, so let's look again. Perfect Conductor, 1502. Superconductor, 800. So at 800, let's look at the other 840 costing items, which are Turbojet at 424. Wow, yeah, look at the difference. No, Superconductor is still totally the way to go. I just want a whole lot of Superconductors. Okay, so 4110. Let's just pretend I'm going to level 30. So 4110 times 14 minus 2233. That number divided by the value of this, which is 800, right? Yeah. 69 of them. Okay. So buy 64 more. 65, so I have one left over. Still kind of a feely process. Theoretically, I could be running exact calculations here, but that would take longer than I wish to take. Okay, let's put a dent in my money, but only a dent. I still have lots. Procyons. You get so many superconductors. This many superconductors. Star. Okay, cool. Don't know how much of that was waste. Maybe some of it was. I'm okay with that. I do not have the transformational catalyst for that. Can I buy those? Is there a type I don't have? Those are different questions. But I want an answer to both. And who sells them? I don't have a dark matter. I don't have an adamantite. That's very expensive. I wonder what green needle does. It's pricey. I'm gonna buy one. So particle accelerators are here. Those are worth a lot. This might actually be... Again, the more expensive the thing gets, the better the ratio seems to be. So let's compare... Well, I can't upgrade those anymore. Alright, dark matter is too much. Trapezohedron is too much. Adamantite, that's also too much, even though I can technically afford it. You don't sell... You just sell screws. Oops. The mother load sells these, and I have at least one of each. So I wonder if it is like dark matter or adamantite or something that upgrades those guns. This is all animal parts. I will restock on Wicked Fangs. Okay, so Saz doesn't get the super upgrade. Those are accessories. Oh! Phew, 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 phew. These are fancy accessories. Those are also accessories. That's what most of this is. Those are weapons. This is equipment. This is weapons. This is items. This is items. Okay. Hey, what's in here? No, that's mostly shrouds. And libroscopes. Okay. So I think I'm done with SAS for now. I could, okay, no, let's do as much science as available here. So save again. In the one I did today, which must have been this one. And then I want to do something. Right, I wanted to buy a dark matter. No, sorry, an adamantite. Okay, that was almost half my money. Can that upgrade these guns? No. So whatever that's for, it's not for that. Do I want to reset and get that money back? Honestly, no. I'll find a use for this. Someday. I will find a use for this someday, I assert. And oh, there's plenty more money opportunities. And reloading is like a super huge pain. Like, I'll do it if I have to, but I don't want to have to. Alright, now. Vanille. Healer's staff, right. Strength, magic. So, if I want you to be more effective in combat... The thing is, like, healing's super important, but upgrading this means... things. Things I don't like as much. Alright, let's get the multiplier up. You know what? Shouldn't I just do this all at once? Alright, that wasn't enough, of course. Okay. So it'd take 20 to do it all at once, theoretically. Superconductor worth 960, that's a familiar number. So that matches with the Paladin. Therefore, perfect conductor will be 1718? Yes, so you are identical to Paladin, right? Superconductors! That's what goes in! Alright, so hang on. So you are at level 18. I'm going to assume that's out of 25-ish. 4125. Let's pretend I'm leveling it to 27. Let's just do 4125 times 8. 33,000 divided by 960 gives me 34 superconductors. Okay. Buy 34 superconductors. I have shown that not every weapon has the same level cap. Don't know what to do with that information because, like, if I'm going to do things this way... 34? 34. If I'm going to do things this way, then, like, I'm, like, either time efficient or money efficient, and I'm kind of picking a compromise between those two. Because reloading is a super huge pain, and I don't want to have to do it. To the point where I'm okay with wasting possibly some money, just to not have to do that. So theoretically this will get this around star. I think it'll be a little short. No, it got star. Okay. So you have star. Adamantite transforms that thing. Okay. Adamantite transforms that thing. I don't want to lose my healer's staff. That seems important. But I sure do want improved cure too. That would be possibly a gigantic game changer. I will save again. This is not what I expected today to be, but I actually kind of love it. Anybody here who watched my Dissidia Final Fantasy series knows how much I'm into the crafting system, apparently, and this reminds me enough of it. It's a little bit more of a pain, but, like, it's fine. It's cool. Adamantite. Do it. There we go, improved cure 2. And almost double the stats. Okay, well there we go. I found the use for the adamantite. Good. And you can level up further now. I'm going to want more superconductors almost certainly for that. Just to check. 280 for 83. Let's just go ahead and check here. Now hold up. Sounds to me like perfect conductor is a better ratio in that case. Okay, so let's just do 20 of these and see what happens. I got the ×2. There's a physician's staff. So if perfect conductor is 966 and superconductor is 560, no, that's still better. And just to poke around, turbojet is worth a yeah, it's still superconductor. That's what everything wants. Okay, so 5865 times, let's just say 10. 58650 divided by 560. 104. Alright, well, buy 99 and put them all into it at once, because you can't do more than that. Ah, so that'd be a reason to use perfect conductors. Sort of. Except not really, because Wicked Fangs are so cheap. Speaking of which, I should refill on those. I still have 59 of them, but now I have 99. Okay. Motorized Garage. Buy. Superconductor. All of them. Still got 6 digits of money. When I get down to the 5 digits, I'll start thinking about stopping. Okay, so that was the physician's staff. Superconductor. All of them. 24. Alright. So got to 24, didn't waste anything. And you will be effective in combat now. You went from 40-some to 112. I think it was actually 40, yeah. Cool. Okay. So, done with weapons for now. Where did Saz land? Where did everybody land? Winged Saint level 25. Physician's Staff level 24. Procyon's star because I can't transform them. That was the issue. Okay. Do I want to do anything with accessories? This is HP plus. This is magic, but that's not equipped on the people who are with me. That's HP plus 400. Hold on, somebody has a tungsten bangle on, which is 174? It's Fang. Don't worry about her. Hope is wearing a power wristband? Why? Shaman's Mark, Power Glove, Strength plus 150. That sounds like a lot. What would it take to upgrade? Why does this look weird? I guess because there was no bonus already there. I don't know, something looked weird about that. Okay, what do you think of screws? Is superconductor still the perfect thing? I don't have any on me. What about a perfect conductor? 1074, 64 for polymer, turbojet is that. So is it just superconductors forever for everything? I mean, probably. Hang on, bomb fragment at 122. That matches a previously observed value. That's the same as the Winged Saint. Perfect conductor was how much? 1074. Yes, this exactly matches Winged Saint values. And if those two do, I'm going to assume everything does. So guess what I'm gonna buy? Do I really want more strength for snow, though? What do I want? Who am I fighting? Zernitra just messes me up, like, with too much damage at once. However, I have improved Cure 2. I want to just fight Zernitra with exactly what I have right now. Hello. Hi, Vanille. How's it going? Who you talking to? The dinosaur? There isn't one there. Anyway, okay, so let's go fight a Zernitra. I think this was the leveling system that I was missing because, like, Crystarium just is not getting me there, and I've emptied it out to the point that I just feel like any gains now are marginal. That was more about abilities. But the equipment system, that has a lot of room to grow still. Hi, Chocobo. I can pick up a Seath Stone while I'm on your back, right? What's my paradigm deck? Relentless Assault, Decimation, Diversity. That's the only medic here. I'm gonna need something more than that. Against Zernitra, I'm gonna be much more on the defensive. Oh, that's my Relentless Assault with you as Ravager? I like it this way around. There's no way I'll be using Bully, not a chance, right? Well, I might want to Sabotage. I do, like... No. No, what I want is... what is it called? Protection? Well, let's get there in the battle and see what it is like with those paradigms and what I'm missing. Health would be relevant for Gigantoire. Okay, I just realized what health is for. It's for surviving 10,000 needles. Okay, so there's a treasure, that direction, that's the border of it. Where's this Zernitra located? I think this was the closer one. Sorry, Chocobo, I didn't see that thing you tripped over. I killed Steppies and Taurus. Perfect. That's where I just was. Bring. Broing? There it is. It took some time. Hey, rude Cactuar. What did that Chocobo ever do to you? Eastern Taurus, where am I going? I'm kind of trying to find the treasure. And that's how I get money. That is how I get money, hey. Because, like, gold nuggets are worth a lot. Gold dust is still worth enough to be worth it. And that's often what I find here. Look at that thing! That was a tetratic tiara, though. Maybe that's worth a lot. Okay, Mark is there. Okay. What's on that thing's back? It has like a flat plate in front. I guess that's just how it's shaped. Looking at like right behind the... Yeah, that's a saddle. No, that is literally a saddle. I was seeing the back of the seat. You're saddled. Somebody has ridden you. Probably not in a long time, though. But the poor thing still has to carry around all the same gear. I took a very wrong turn somewhere. Was that my Zernitra? No. My Zernitra's up here. Is that my Zernitra? No. It's farther up. Rude cactus. That's my Zernitra. Oh, but there's treasure. Ouch! I'm gonna check for treasure real quick, then I'll fight. I feel like it's probably around here. But no. I wonder if there are very specific designated spots, and I could learn what they all are and find it that way. So it's more over this way? Because it's always a little patch of dirt. Is it here? Yes. Moogle puppets. That's what, 18,000 gil? Something like that. I think that's it. Ooh. So that was my star. Oh yeah, it just moves around where it wants to. Okay. Off at Chocobo. Let's fight. I saw you go by. How do I attract your attention? You're the one I want. You. So you do kind of just hang out there. You'll wait for me, apparently. No, that's not you. It's this one. Hi. Also waiting for me. Yes, I would like to fight. Let's do that. Do I have to go up on the ledge? No, you're just not figuring out how to get down to me. If I move around, you'll swoop. There we go. Alright, I guess I'm starting with haste. Let's see how this goes. Saz was disabled by... How much damage was that? A normal amount. It was just two overlapping numbers, making it look like it was 40,000. You haven't feeding stooped yet. Ooh, Saz is down though. Well, he wasn't doing anything anyway, which was very unfortunate. Okay, that messed her up. So we still got that happening. I'm gonna need a stronger start than this. I would like a sentinel in the mix. My paradigms just aren't quite right for what I'm trying to do, it seems like. All I have is Mystic Tower. Oh, right, so you're now... Okay, nothing I did there was effective. I had all the wrong everything.
Not yet.
So that doesn't yet look especially possible, but I still think that maybe if I get a good strong start, I might have something happening. Perhaps shortly I won't think that anymore. There's no chance that Tri-Disaster's gonna come out. I want protection. Honestly, that's probably how I want to start. Okay. Sure. Let's try that. Mystic Tower is plausible. I think really I want Entourage. So for Synergist, I'll either use Bully or Protection. I'll change this into Entourage. Sure. Now you're gonna have trouble getting to me again. There we go. Those debuffs did not include days or whatever it was. Right, no, he always wins the debuff race. He, like, erases my buffs and gives me bad ones. That's what I remember. Wow, in Sentinel I can barely survive Feeding Stoop. He wasn't in the process of guarding, though. I don't know, this battle is so uphill, it's basically a cliff, isn't it? Not ready to declare that yet. Give me a minute. Why can't you do anything? Now you're stopped. Let's just see, like, how well I can fight off the debuffs with this. For a little bit. I know not much is happening. Don't worry about it. Okay, that was nice. Okay, let's try some bully. Maybe a moment of Mystic Tower. You got deprotected, which is great. One feeding stoop would kill me right now. Ow. Whatever that was didn't. Oh, I haven't liberated you yet. What am I in? Diversity. That's nice. Live? Saz didn't. Unfortunate. Yeah, I cannot maintain buffs with you around. Can I do anything with stagger? 180%. A fair bit of resistance, though. Deprotect is kind of pretty bad when you do as much damage as you do. I don't think diversity is what I want. I want protection. And I need my vanilla for that to work. I can renew, I can summon. I'm not ready yet. Wow. Okay, so, just as impossible as ever. Got it.
Not yet.
That equipment upgrade was not nearly as much as I imagined it might have been. Okay. I probably need to work on my defensive accessories. So, strength of Zernitra has been gauged, and it holds up just as much as it ever did. What's the other impossible one? Yeah, I don't feel like I made any headway there. In fact, I felt like I was having more trouble than previous times. Like, I thought I almost had something going once. Raktavija. Just to check. Are you anywhere near possible? Maybe I was confusing that with the Zernitra. Yes, yes, I know. Way down there, okay. Chocobo is in between. I need you anyway to get to the Fault Warrens, if that's where I'm going. I should really just do what I was doing with weapons, with accessories. Well, okay, so that battle with Zernitra told me that that's still what I need to do. But I want Raktavija to also tell me about that. Whoa, not what I meant to do. Treasure. I'm interested. It's bad weather for doing this, though. It's not going to be here, it'll be farther away. Maybe some of this dirty area. Yeah. I guess there's only so much dirt, so I can kind of just, like, look at all the dirt that's a certain distance away from where I saw the notification come up.
Hey.
Gold nugget! Fantastic! 60,000 gil. Thank you, Chocobo. You're kind of the best. Yeah, so this thing is way up on a ledge. It's you? Wait, that's two of you. There was a fight with just one of these, wasn't there? I mean, I'll try it. I won't get anywhere, but I'll try it. I don't want to start in protection, though. I'm gonna be a little more aggressive than that. Let's say bully. With two of them, no, let's say, oh, I don't have the other thing. Okay, let's say bully. Yeah! Well, dang it! I didn't want to jump off there! He just mostly did that on his own. Nearest Chocobo is where I got the last one. Really? Fine. Well, on the way there, I'll think about my Paradigm deck and decide that instead of Entourage... Well, that's what Protection is. What's the one with Sentinel, Synergist, Ravager? Let's try that. Well, I'm gonna want Relentless Assault, maybe. Stay Protection, Entourage. Instead of Mystic Tower? Riot Shield, let's try that. I might not need as much Synergist as the previous battle since there isn't a, is there Nitra spitting at me every turn? All I remember about Rakhtavija is that it's very lightning-y? If I'm thinking of the right monster? So magic and lightning resistance is what I may want. Is it that hill right there? Yeah. Okay, let's get a little away from the edge. Don't fall. You are my mark. Wow. Would that happen to have been your back? You were pretty unaware of me. So you're the inertial barrier type of thing. Resistant to everything, immune to physical... Right, of course, because of the barrier. Oh, I see. So two at once. Yeah, see, the issue is there are two of these. There's a battle with just one somewhere. And I really ought to be doing that one first. Okay. Okay. I can try Renew again.
Ready to rock?
No response to his question. We're not gonna. If we'd gotta win this, then we're in trouble. Okay, I mean, no. Alright, got it. Ooh! Weirdly, retry is the option I want. There's another Rakhtavija. That's in Fault Warrens. Yeah, that's... I know that's where I should be. I'll get there. Yeah, just Massive Pass, Padra, Nitra, etc. Isn't there another? I killed Step Central Expanse. Is that the one I'm on? Yes. Nitra. Oh, two-faced, I get it. That's butt as a face, too. There's so many Zonitra hunts. And there is only one Rakhtavija, isn't there? Unless I killed one already? Because yeah, no, there is not another one here. Okay, it's just the two up on the hill and they're impossible. Okay. So, Fault Warrens is what it would have to be, if I want to do anything at all down here. Alright, back to my trusty Chocobo. I guess I'll just park myself in front of that and maybe do some accessory upgrading. I just got a gold nugget, so that can fund some more upgrades. That Chocobo will be back here, right? Yeah. Actually, instead of the chocobo, shouldn't I have taken Seath Stone? No, this still requires a chocobo in some funny way, because the Waystone is... that thing was... the Waystone was down a cliff, and the Fault Warrens were at the top of that cliff. Oh. Sure, that's where I'm going, but I'm digging first. Fancy chest thing. Moogle puppets. Hey, it's money. The way I'm facing is exactly the wrong way. Storm wool may be available, and there is another chocobo in here. I don't know what the wool is for, but I assume it's something good. Well, it's for upgrades, but I don't know what part of upgrades it's good for in particular. I feel like there might still be something to this upgrade system that I don't understand. As in, like, certain items do more than just boost multiplier or level things up. Like, there was always the implication that certain specific items need to go together with particular pieces of equipment. And they would do something other than the transformational catalysts. I guess that's another aspect of it I do kind of understand. Alright, there's a save just outside the Fault Warrens, right? Probably. I don't think this is the closest save. Is it? Maybe it is. Just in case. Oh, well, I had a chocobo, I can't do this. Never mind. Alright, I'm gonna check if there is one in there. Ouch. This is the wall, right? Yeah. And then Chocobo kicks me off the instant I'm up here. So I will dismount first. So that we don't have to be rude to each other. So you're on the ground next to a Seath Stone in that dismount scene. But then you're in a tiny valley, not next to a Seath Stone. Yeah, that totally takes place somewhere other than where you're standing. I'm not just imagining it. It was that gold-colored one down there, not this red-colored one here. Nope. There's that save I wanted. Okay, so let's work on accessories. Still just gonna be all about the superconductors, right? Now hang on, I want to check one more ratio. At the mother load, I think it is? No. R&D depot? Particle accelerator, ultra compact reactor. So particle accelerator is 10,000. Okay. So to check those ratios, first I'm going to sell my Moogle and gold. 2 more golds. Okay. I don't have any credits or anything on me, do I? No, those are long gone, I think. That's gotta be for something. It's only worth 20. Because, like, it took a lot to get that chocobo plume, didn't it? It was a particularly special thing, I seem to recall. Just checking if there's anything super high value here that I don't want. I just pulled a tetratic crown out of the ground. Am I really going to use those? I'm not going to need the 15,000 gil from it, though, really, right now. So collector catalog level 1. Don't I have 2 of those? I really do not need 2. Yeah, I really do not need 2. Maybe it increases the odds further, but I'm never going to wear 2 of those. No way. That can be sold for a premium. Okay, so I have 10 particle accelerators. Wow! 2 ultra-compact reactors. I'm probably going to just... Let me make sure I have at least 1 superconductor for comparison. Yes. Is it still the best for everything? Upgrade. Actually, before that, what am I wearing? That royal armlet is mastered. That doesn't go beyond 15%. Can it transform? And also, is there something that's just naturally better? Things that have cast effects, sure, days resistance, fog resistance, protect. Not looking for status effect things at the moment. Alright, so fire resistance. The Rakta was not doing lightning, it was doing air things. I do have wind resistance, so Zephyr Ring, Gale Ring. That could be a game changer for that fight, but I'm not doing that fight right now. Physical magic resistance, 5%, so 5% goes up to 15% when fully upgraded. Magic resistance, 15%. See, now that alone, at level 1, is already as good as half of the fully upgraded royal armlet. So that could upgrade further, and I could put it on alongside something. Hold on a second. I shouldn't wear a platinum bangle if I have a diamond one. At the very least, change that. Items, physical resistance. Yeah, General's Belt. So that with the Witch Ring. Hey, wait a second. Wait, no, it's damage. No. Those do appear to stack together. For a second I thought they did not. So physical, 28%. Yeah, okay. So they're not additive. Like, one applies its 15%, then the other applies its 15% to what the result of that is, because otherwise this would be 30%. Okay. So, General's Belt is really good. I wish I had more of them. Can I buy more? Because I only have one of those, right? Let's see. That would be maybe this. Yes, General's Belt. Owned 1. I should really have more of these. I do have 3 Witch's Bracelets. Alright, I'm convinced. They're cheap enough that I'll just do it. And yeah, looking at the values, the shop agrees that that is worth a lot. So you can't buy anything past Mithril for HP here, but I've just naturally collected those. Unless... Let's see. No. Alright. So, General's Belt. That's what I want to look at upgrading right now. Probably should start with the one that's actually equipped. So, right, the Superconductor is 400 for this. The Perfect Conductor, which costs slightly less than twice as much, has less than twice as much value. The Particle Accelerator, 4,800. Okay, so hang on, I want to get... Let me see if these values match up to something familiar after I dump in some Wicked Fangs. $800. Have I run into an 800 particle superconductor today? No. Okay, so if that's 800... Alright, do I want to remake this list? Not really. But maybe I can. So what am I upgrading? General's Belt. With General's Belt, Superconductor, I'm only just going to look at a few that I know are high values. 800 for 840 gil, so slightly less than 1-to-1. Perfect Conductor at 1600 gil is 1502. So that's 40 under and that's 98 under. Yeah, Superconductor is still a slightly better value. Particle Accelerator at 10,000 is 9,600. I think that's a worse ratio. Ultra-compact reactor. Oh, that's a better ratio. So 80,000 experience for 50,000 gil. How many 960s is that? $83 of them? That's too many. Okay, so I already have 10 particle accelerators. Those are reasonably close to value parity, and if they're already here, so this is already 10 levels with this thing. 20... Let's give it 20 levels and see what happens. Don't accessories... Haven't I seen an accessory top out at level 16? Well, this is what I'm doing. That got it to level 9. Right, of course. The increasing cost. I was not accounting for that. Okay. Right, yeah, I don't think of it as 960s. So maybe one reactor wouldn't have been too much. Let's try 4 particle accelerators. Well, that was a waste. Unfortunate. Alright, so General's Belt tops out at around level 10, it looked like. Let's do the other one. And how much? That was 28%, 25% physical resistance. Hey, that's a lot. Okay, so based on what I saw, can I eyeball this and make sense of it? 4 of those give me that much. One of these would give me way too much. No, there's no way I want that much. If it's 10 levels... Starts around 1,000, ends around 4,000. I don't know how to, like, quickly do that kind of calculation. Let's just imagine it's, like, 3 levels at 4,000, 3 levels at 3,000, 3 levels at 2,000. That's too many levels. Oh boy, I'm doing this all wrong. I don't know, I want about like 20,000 experience? That can't be right. That doesn't add up at all, does it? No. Let's try just 4 particle accelerators from here. So 384 gets you to star, okay. I don't know how much of a waste that was, but it did the job. Witch's Ring. Oh, hold on, I have another General's Belt, don't I? I think there's a third one in here somewhere. Isn't there? I'm only seeing two. There's the other one. I don't know where it was hiding. Okay. So I'm out of particle accelerators. An ultra-compact reactor is way too much. I only have one superconductor. But now that I used up the perfect conductors I had, now superconductors newly purchased are still the best value. I mean, here's the sensible thing to do. Whenever I'm in the shop for superconductors, just do this. Like that's the only thing that makes any sense. So minimize shop trips. Whoops, not what I wanted. Upgrade General's Belt. And I want to make room for all three of the people in my party to wear those. Same for Witch's Ring. So I think those two together, like just 25% reduction on physical and magic damage, that feels worth 2 accessory slots for everybody, I'm imagining. Like that's pretty huge. What am I doing? Superconductors, right, you're at ×2. I put in about 38,000 with the perfect conductors, and that was slightly too much. I don't know that it was. It was at least as much as necessary. Let's try 34,000? Okay, 34,000 was enough. Alright, so Witch's Ring. Witch's Bracelet, sorry. Witch's Bracelet. I need some things. I'm probably going to want more superconductors too. I am assuming... Okay, let's not assume. Oops. Are the superconductor values the same for the Witch's Ring as they are for the General's thingy? I definitely should not assume that. Bracelet. Witch's Bracelet. And also, am I doing this right with the... Yeah. That's as expected. 800. That's what it was for the General's Belt, yes. Okay. So then, let's just bump this down a little bit until I find what feels like the right value. How about 28,000? 28,000 still masters it, okay. So I'm still wasting things, probably. But it's getting to be a less and less severe waste. Alright, let's try 24,000, maybe. Oh, well, let's try 16,000. See, that got it to level 8. So, like 22,000, maybe? Alright, from here, is there a nice, easy, quick way to do what I want to do? No, there really isn't. The only sensible thing is to go back to Lenora's garage, buy my favorite item. Okay, so this has put a pretty severe dent in my wallet now. Nope. Oops, too far. Witch's Bracelet. That's a level 8. You're already at ×2. I only need 2 more of those, so it's gonna be like... about that much? Ah, level 10. So 11 is where it stars, huh? much. And then a little bit extra. Here, have a turbojet. Do I want to waste a turbojet like this? Yes. No, turbojet was a high value one. Let's do lower value. Oh boy, just want to dump some things I'm not going to use for anything else? Yeah, let's do that. Right, if I'm doing this without a multiplier. Alright. Resist magic plus 25%. Getting a feel for this. No. Okay. Superconductor. I said 22,000? 224. 28 superconductors doesn't get you there. It's a little short. Okay. So then, if I'm just dumping things in... Really? This is how I'm doing it? No, I mean, I don't have any Wicked Fangs anymore, though. Alright, fine. Efficiency demands that I do things this way. Yes, I'm sure there are way more efficient ways to do this if I knew them. But this is the way that I've found, and for the amount of effort that I've put in, this makes sense to me. How's my superconductor stack? I got 59 left, so let's keep it that way. Not waste too much money. Witch's Bracelet, level 9. Wicked Fang, 20. What? Whoa! That was... What happened? Oh, it leveled up and it got the bonus at the same time, that's what. Very simple. I'll do that much and then just dump some low-value stuff in, like paraffin oil, who cares? Amplifier, whatever. Transformer, sure, have all of those. Piezoelectric element, that's worth actually a lot more. Passive detector, there we go. Okay, so defensive items have been crafted. Now, can I catalyze any of those? I forgot to check. This cannot be catalyzed. And this cannot be catalyzed, so whatever would upgrade that, if anything, I don't have it. Makes sense that those would be expensive upgrades. Okay, so then... elemental resistances, yeah, cool and all, but okay, so anyway, first of all, you become a general's belt. You know, 150 strength, whatever. I mean, no, it is very good. I'll keep that as my third. Witch's bracelets. Okay. General's belt, Witch's bracelets. Diamond bangle... No, okay, so black belt turns into generals. Royal turns into witches. And now you have more resistance, I think. I think your physical went down by 3%, that's okay. Same for yours. But your magic is up, and I'm pretty happy with how things are. Okay. Yeah, so today was mostly a day of upgrades, and learning that particular missions are still completely out of reach. Okay. So next time, Fault Warrens. We're gonna get serious with that and fill it out as much as is available. I'll see you then.